Hey, what's up guys, this is AV Tech, and today I'm actually going to be making a solo video about the Nexus 6. Let's go. So, the Nexus 6 is alleged. Could be coming out, it might not. A lot of news sites report that it is going to be coming out, but a popular leak guy on Twitter, he is at AV Leaks, actually said that it's not going to be coming out and that the Nexus line is essentially dead. He also said that there's a silver lining to this cloud, but with Android Silver. But he's a reliable guy, so no one really knows if it's going to be coming out or not, so it's a definite if. However, if the Nexus 6 is coming out, we have obviously got to know its specs and stuff. So if the Nexus 6 comes out, which is a definite if, we hope it does have these specs. So it might have a Quad HD 5.5 inch display. Hopefully it's 5.5 inches. I mean, you know, Nexus 5 was 5 inches. Hopefully the 6 is 5.5 inches. However, about the screen size, I would personally hope that it's not too big, because you don't want to head into the phablet territory when you've been making phones all this time, so hopefully Google makes it 5.5 inches and doesn't decide to go for 6 inches, because that would just be weird. So hopefully it's Quad HD like the LG G3. And here's something where there could be two options. It could be either a quad-core MT6732 64-bit chip, which is 1.5 GHz, or even an octa-core MT6752 SoC 2 GHz chips. So the thing is, it could be either quad-core or octa-core, obviously, like I just said. Or it could be like the S4, I think, where the quad core was the North American version and the octa-core was the international version. Also, there could actually be a fingerprint scanner like the iPhone 5S and hopefully the 6. Hopefully if they do have fingerprint scanner, it's actually good and not as bad as the S5, because the S5 fingerprint scanner I really don't think is that good, and you actually have to like start on the screen and actually like swipe down like that, and it has to be perfectly straight. You can't mess up there, otherwise it just won't work. However, on the iPhone 5S, it works quite well. I've used it before. Also, it might have 3 GB of RAM. Again, hopefully. Might even have 4. I think that's pushing it a little, and it's kind of pointless, to be honest. I mean, this laptop is 8 GB of RAM, but I used to have a laptop that had 4 GB of RAM, and it was fine. And for a phone, 3 is plenty. Also, we hope that the battery will be a 3000 mAh battery. I'm pretty sure that's new. I don't think many phones, or even any phones, have a 3K mAh battery, but that would be awesome. It would be awesome if they had that, and that's a step up from the Nexus 5. And here's something. So with the Nexus 5, Google decided to do this OK Google thing, so you can say OK Google, and the phone will respond. I don't have the Nexus 5, so I can't really do that. But once you have the phone on, it can't be sleeping, it can't be locked. You have to say, OK Google, and then Google Now will open up. Okay, that's unfortunate. Come on, okay. So what we hope is that it'd be cool, it's not necessary, but it'd be cool if the Nexus 6 you could say OK Google and it'd open on the lock screen, like when it's sleeping like this, not when it's actually open. However, the thing is with that, it'll kill battery. See, the thing with the Moto X is the phone that I have right now. The thing with the Moto X is that it has a core dedicated just for that. As in, let's say if you do that let's say you root your Nexus 5 and you can say OK Google and it'll open up even when it's sleeping. That will kill the battery life, because it has to fire up all 4 of its cores to do that. However, with the Moto X, it only has to fire up 1 core. The Moto X has 8 cores, 1 of them is dedicated for stuff like this. So unless the Nexus 6 is like that, I would not recommend Google doing the OK Google Now thing when the phone is sleeping, because that would just, okay, that happened. So hopefully, if the Nexus 6 does have that option, it's like the Moto X and it has separate cores for separate things. Also, like I said, we do not want too big of a screen. We don't want to head into phablet territory when Google has been making phones, pure phones, not phablets, for so long. 5 inches is a good sweet spot, so 5.5 is actually a little big. However, I would recommend that just because, you're advancing, and also this is the last Nexus that there's going to be. Like I said, even though the Nexus 6 is alleged, if it does happen, it is the last Nexus. There's not going to be another one. The Nexus line is going to die with the Nexus 6, if it does happen. It might not. Also, another thing with the Nexus 6, definitely Android Wear compatibility. I think this is going to come. I honestly do. And also, this is an obvious one, Android L. Android L is coming out in Q4 of this year. It's definitely going to be on the Nexus 6 if the Nexus 6 comes out. Android L is pretty awesome. I watched part of Google I/O, and the keyboard's different. The whole theme is completely different. It's instead of like a black, gray type of dark look, like on Jelly Bean. Kit Kat turned it into like a white look, like in folders and stuff. You can see that that's more white. Anyways, guys, so that was my video about the Nexus 6. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll be back to you with the next video soon. Bye, guys.